So, he asked Sayoji if he saw a cow rolling in the living room last night, but Sayoji seemed to have lost his ability to speak and quietly went back to his room. In-cheng, seeing this, followed him like a puppy. As he sat down, Sayoji mysteriously took a note from his pocket and passed it to him. Curious, In-cheng opened it and nearly fell. The note read, "Leave, and Dad may form a killer club." In-cheng asked Sayoji about its source, but he just hung his head like a turtle. In-cheng felt uneasy due to his son's odd behavior, so he went to church that day. After praying, he was ready to go home. The store owner, acting like a detective, stopped him, claiming the aura around In-cheng's home suggested a ghostly presence. He kindly gave him a geomancer's card. In-cheng felt uneasy, pondering the shopkeeper's words and odd home events. Despite his faith in Jesus, he called a fortune teller after hesitation. Soon after, the fortune teller showed up at his door like Superman, and upon entering, he declared that the feng shui here was a disaster. While asking In-cheng about the table's gong suddenly spun like a dance. The fortune teller grabbed it and followed the guide to explore the basement. Strangely, the spinning gong halted as he entered the basement, as if enchanted. The fortune teller was shocked and quickly pulled out a talisman that looked like a jade pendant, carefully searching the basement for anything unusual. Just spotting the door ahead, the fortune teller didn't hesitate and got In-cheng's approval. He flung the door open, revealing a stone wall. The curious fortune teller touched it and he heard voices whispering from within the wall, and not just one person. This sound shocked the fortune teller as if he had been electrocuted, and he rushed upstairs to pack it. Faced with In-cheng's questions, the fortune teller was speechless and could only advise him to move or find a new home. After saying so, he closed the door, leaving In-cheng shocked to ponder. After all, they had saved all their lives to buy this house. In-cheng, thinking the only fix was a witch, acted fast and found a renowned local sorceress. She said nothing upon entering. She tossed some rice and guessed In-cheng's dilemma, making him admire her. He eagerly said, "Please come to my home, I've prepared some tea." But as soon as she stepped into In-cheng's living room, she mumbled about a swarm of bees in the house, and even had her assistant draw a weird pattern on the floor with salt, inviting In-cheng to sit in the middle of it, warning him not to disturb the design or else a broom monster. In-cheng was completely unaware of the seriousness of the situation, just sitting there obediently. As the fortune teller began chanting a spell, and then he witnessed a scene that he would remember for his entire life. It was a genuine battle, just like the ultimate showdown of superheroes. This was a true battle, reminiscent of the ultimate showdown between superheroes. This is a genuine battle. This is a truly heart-pounding confrontation. This is truly a real battle, akin to the ultimate showdowns of superheroes. Subtitles: This truly is an intense battle, and precisely at the moment when all the plot elements were reaching fever pitch, the search and rescue team abruptly arrived at the scene, as if they were actors in the midst of filming a TV drama. After some searching, they finally located Jean's body at the bottom of the lake under the cliff house. It seems Ji-yoon accidentally fell into the lake, leaving In-cheng in agony as if a part of him was cut off. More despairing was Donchai actually exploded at Sayoji, blaming him for not taking care of his brother, which pierced Sayoji's heart like a dagger. This filled his heart with guilt. On the day Ji-yoon was cremated, Sayoji was holding his brother's belongings, crying worse than a rain. No one noticed his family's bullying. Dongchai's look at Sayoji seemed piercing. Upon arriving home, drunk Dongchai grabbed a knife and rushed at Sayoji, intent on harm. In-cheng attempted to stop him, but Dongchai ignored him. After knocking In-cheng unconscious, he chased Sayoji into the basement with a knife. What followed was as shocking as the start. When In-cheng awoke and went to the basement, Dongchai lay still, and he saw Sayoji dragged inside. The story ends abruptly, switching to 2017. In-cheng spilled his bottled-up secrets to Ming-Su. He took Ming-Su to the basement and confidently told him that it was they who had taken Sayoji, hiding behind that stone wall. Ming-Su approached the door, opened it, and touched the stone wall, but found nothing unusual. This made him doubt In-cheng's words. Upon returning to church, Ming-Su thought long and decided to investigate. He investigated the house's history, uncovering hidden secrets. Built in 1942, it was erected by General Dubu, a top Japanese onmyoji. On November 11 of the year, the general and his wife mysteriously disappeared, followed by another disappearance on November 11, 1960. A family here vanished for no reason, with no break-in signs. The missing, a mother and two daughters. In 1992, Sayoji also vanished on November 11. After comparison, Ming-Su made an amazing find. Each disappearance occurred exactly 25 years apart, all on November 11. It was like a cycle. Today is Nov 11, 2017, and Mingxi believes in Cheng's words. She went back to Cheng's house and pulled out the research she had gathered. When Cheng put on his glasses, he transformed, clearly identifying the missing persons in the photos. He was shocked to discover that those who appeared during the fortune teller's ritual were indeed the missing persons in the photo. Since they'd all been in the house, could his son Xiaoji be here too? After thinking, when Mingxi asked him not to stay, Cheng resolutely refused. After all, this could be his only chance to see his son again. That night, Cheng sat on the couch, anxious as ever, waiting for the group to appear. Suddenly, the clock on the wall stopped ticking, and he heard the sound of a door creaking open. Following the sound, he returned to the basement, only to find that door was opening on its own, and the stone wall behind it had vanished. The room was pitch black, and he tried to call out his son's name, but all he got back was his own echo. Feeling desperate for a savior, just a few steps in, the entire house suddenly shook violently. The long unused basement lights fled back to life.